Well, I mean, I think we're living in times that are, it's very easy for a number of reasons to feel disempowered, especially young people of color. And so at the same time, the people who are going to change that scenario are going to be our young people. So they have to understand that they have power, and they do have power. The systemic oppression that is very real, the messaging that they experience all the time, has to be countered by learning, understanding, and feeling that power that really does live within them. So right now we have students coming from 18 different communities or towns. I know that there are many things about the school and the way that we teach, the way that we operate, our diversity, our environmental mission that really resonate and work well for students in places, whereas they may have been in educational institutions up to this point that have worked less well. I think we are a choice that works for many students. And I think to not have this choice would be, the world would go on, but it certainly wouldn't go on as meaningfully as it's gone on for so many of the students whom we've had. I would like to say that I don't worry about the future of Common Ground, but the political landscape in this state and the fact that we are a small independent charter is always can invoke fear. As a small independent charter that is primarily dependent on state funding for its operation, and state funding that has to go through an appropriations committee, appropriations process, and a budgeting process every other year, and a biannual budgeting process, is really scary. I mean, that's not, living with that kind of risk or uncertainty, that is not how education, an educational institution should have to operate. I mean, that being said, we have a lot of believers. We have many people and organizations who have been incredibly generous with their resources, and we've always managed to be able to put together, well, we've always been able to get through the year, but more than get through the year. With the support of our donors, we've been able to put together an educational program that we think is a quality program and one that our students deserve. And the founders thought that that would start here, that students would be learning here, their connections to the earth, to each other, to the immediate community, but there was never an intention that it would stay here. There was always an intention that it would move back out into the respective communities our students travel from and to, and that there would be this ripple effect that would go on long beyond and well above the time the kids spent here at this school. So, and I've absolutely found that to be true, and I absolutely feel that we are still living in that place in the core of the work that we do as students in terms of consciously developing leadership, helping students to understand their agency, understanding what it means to live in a sustainable world in a way that inheres the concepts of justice, both environmental justice and social justice, being right with the world. That is fundamental to the work that we do with students here, and that's absolutely what we hope students take from us.